Early access games, love them or hate them, they're here to stay. You can't even log on Steam anymore these days without having at least 10 of them thrown directly at your face saying, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. But I don't want to look at you. I mean, maybe I do, I don't know. I'm somewhat okay with the idea of early access titles in general, and that's of course not even counting all the stuff that Jim Sterling has on his channel that says it's early access but is actually just a pile of crap. But it's not these piles of crap that I want to talk about today. It's not the games that are just like not quite there. It's not that kind of Steam nonsense that I want to talk about today, but what I want to talk about today is this notion that seems to be going around that you can't judge a game if it's in beta, or you can't judge a game if it's in early access. And when I say judge, I mean even to go as far as reviewing the game. As early access games and beta releases and alpha releases get more and more common as time goes on, this is becoming less of an issue, but I really wanted to touch on it again, especially since, you know, you're probably aware of the video or videos that I've made that review Gigantic or Paladins, even though they're still in the beta phase of their lifespan. And this is interesting, because I dislike Paladins and I like Gigantic. I'm seeing a little bit of a dichotomy in how people are approaching this. Maybe it's because of Paladin's relatively larger fan base compared to Gigantic's, but based on my comments that I'm getting in the comment section of these two videos, I'm getting a lot more people on the Paladins video, the game that I disliked, just saying in general, it's just in beta, bro. Whereas in my Gigantic review, which is also still in beta and the game that I did actually like, I've gotten one comment from, I guess, one person who I guess didn't really actually watch the video, and he's like, dude, what the hell? It's just in beta. Stop being so harsh. I'm like, dude, I like the game. What's your problem? I mean, what more do you want from me? I said I like the game. The reason I bring this up is not to throw shade at Paladins fans or anything like that, but it seems like the backlash that I get for talking about a game in early access depends solely on whether or not I liked the game. And I can see this happening to any game that's in early access that has some level of fan base. If I were to review a game with a decent fan base that I didn't like, and I put it up on this channel and it happened to get a decent amount of views, I can almost guarantee that the same kind of people would be coming into the comment section and being like, just insulting me for not liking the game or for judging it because it's in beta. I can almost guarantee that that would happen. But because I don't have a huge fan base and I don't get a ton of views per video, I don't think it's really worth going out of my way for an experiment like that. But it's something for me to keep in mind in the future. I think it would be interesting to watch. I don't know, we'll see, we'll have to see. But hey, that's all kind of beside the point, you know? The thing that I really want to talk about in this video is the idea that, yes, it's okay to review and judge and talk about early access games as if they're complete, especially in today's marketplace. It doesn't matter if a game has reached gold status or not. A year after its full release, chances are it's probably not even going to be the same game, unless it's a single-player game that's just kind of building piecemeal on its own experience. But anyway, let me elaborate on the reason why I think this is okay. It really comes down to this. What is a video game for? I'll give you a moment. Think about it. It's for spending time on. It's for trading your time for entertainment value. It doesn't matter what the status of the game is. You're still giving it time. In a lot of cases, you're still giving it money. Therefore, it has opened itself up to judgment. And of course, this doesn't necessarily apply to literally everything. Say a game is in alpha and you signed a non-disclosure agreement to say, hey, I'm not going to even talk about this game or tell anybody that it exists because I signed this. I mean, if you go and make a review on a game that's in that state where you actually signed an NDA that said, hey, I'm not going to talk about this, and then you go and do it anyway, you're kind of a dick. That's the whole point of a non-disclosure agreement, right? Is to make sure that a game that's not ready to be seen or talked about doesn't get that judgment levied upon it. It's the same idea really for closed betas, closed invites where not everybody can get in. Although, as Overwatch proved in its early closed beta phase, there are more exceptions to this rule. But Blizzard was really open about wanting streamers and YouTubers to make videos about the game and spread how much fun they were having with the game. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's really weird to me. Why can't I talk about a game? Why can't I be critical of a game if it's not done yet? Is any game ever done these days? Usually not. Like I said earlier, even games that have reached gold status have patches over and over and over again. Heroes of the Storm is about to have a 2.0 update that's going to change the progression system entirely. They constantly rework a lot of their heroes as well. But hey, let's not judge that game because it's not finished yet. I mean, you're basically saying the same thing. As long as I need to give somebody my time or my money to play a game that's freely available, regardless of whether or not it's in early access or beta or alpha, I personally believe that it is open to all the judgment in the world. If the game isn't ready to be judged, don't release it to the public. It's that easy. Sure, a game can change. Sure, a game can grow. And with that growth, perhaps the person who judged it harshly before may now enjoy it. That guy is free to go try it again and see if he enjoys it. If he does, great. He might update his review. If he doesn't, he might make a new review saying the same stuff that he said last time. It's up to him. But hey, that's just what I think, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, so please don't be afraid to share them. Let's all have a good discussion. And hey, if you didn't like this video, you're not allowed to say anything bad about it because this video is still in beta. I'm gonna say this video's in alpha. No, I'm gonna say this video's in early access. Release date is indeterminate, so if you like the video, feel free to like it. But like I said, you can't dislike it. You're not allowed because it's still in early access. It's still in beta. It's still in alpha, and I don't promise that I'm ever going to continue developing this video. But hey, yeah, like, subscribe, ingeniousclown at twitter.com, and bye.